Hello again, this is Blue Island Public Library with part 3 in a series of short videos where we learn how to use spreadsheets. The course outline that accompanies this video has links to all the videos in this series, as well as other resources. You can find a link to the entire course outline in the description below. Just a quick note before we begin. There are many different spreadsheet programs depending on what computer system you are using. Please note that the topics in this video are about general spreadsheet features and should apply to all programs. Today we will learn how to properly write cell references using proper syntax. We will go over how to reference a cell across multiple sheets and how to reference a whole range of cells altogether. When entering a cell reference, it is important to use proper syntax to ensure that the program returns the correct calculation. The most basic cell reference simply takes data in one cell and displays it in another cell. To start, you must first enter the equal sign. This lets the program know that the data in this cell will be calculated. Then simply enter the column letter and row number of the cell you would like to reference. Okay, so let's see that in action. I will declare a simple cell reference in cell F2 that will display the data in A2. In F2, we type equals, then A2, and hit enter. Now, both A2 and F2 say the same thing. One of the major benefits of using cell references is that it saves time. For example, if I change the data in B2, you'll see the data in F2 automatically updates. You can reference cells across multiple sheets. To do this, you will need to add the name of the sheet before the cell name. To designate a sheet, you must add an exclamation mark after the sheet name. So this is how it's done. You will notice that I have two sheets in this workbook. They are named Sheet 1 and Sheet 2. I want to reference a cell from Sheet 1 into Sheet 2. To do this, first in Sheet 2, select the cell where you would need the data to show up. First, we type equals. Then we need to declare the sheet that we'd like to reference. In this case, it's Sheet 1. After the sheet name, we have to add an exclamation mark. Then we can enter the cell in Sheet 1 we'd like to reference. In this case, it's A2. Then hit enter. Now you can see the data in A2 displayed on Sheet 2. You can reference a range when using a function. To declare a range, you first need to identify the first and the last cell in your range. These will be the two reference points you will need to enter in the function. In between the 2 points, you'll need to add a colon. So now let's see how that looks. I will use the sum function to add the values in the age column, and the total will live here in cell D12. So I start by entering equals in D12. Then I type the name of the function. In this case, it's sum, S-U-M. Open parentheses. Then your range, which starts at D2. I enter a colon, and my range ends at D11, so I enter D11 and then close the parentheses. Then I hit enter. Now you see the total sum of every value in the age column. As before, if a value in this column changes, the sum recalculates automatically. That is all for this lesson. Today we learned how to create a cell reference using proper syntax. We learned how to reference cells in multiple sheets, and we learned how to reference a range of cells in a function. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked this video, please subscribe and don't forget to click on the notification bell. If you would like to learn more about Blue Island Public Library, please visit our website at blueislandlibrary.org. Be sure to also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter for the latest programs and events.